Whoops. Jeez. Blind as a bat. Hey, Joe Mama. How's everybody doing? Oh, nice. The word went out. That's good. So, thanks for joining me on this late night podcast. Hey, Nazawa. Glad you made it, friend. Sweet. Hey, Headless. You headless horseman. You horseman with no head. Your head is gone. Where'd your head go? I tried to look you up, Headless, so I could subscribe, and there was like 15,000 Headless Horsemen's. And I'm like, what? Nazawa, working hard. My friend, I know you are. You all are. But hey, let's give it up. Golf clap. Maybe a big clap for KK, who came out of her surgery and is doing fantastic. And that's a beautiful thing. I got the privilege to speak with her, and she's a very enchanting young lady. I enjoyed talking with her very much. She's awesome. And she's on the mend. So look out for our own, right? So it's funny. I wanted to come on live tonight, and I had a really, really good reason, and I totally forgot what it was. So I decided I'm going to still come on. And it was awesome. I had a great, awesome thought. It's just buried somewhere in my, those thoughts that go through my head, which if you don't know me, and some of you do, there's a lot of thoughts that go through. And I'm so disappointed that I didn't write it down, because it was a really good one. I thought, now in hindsight, throughout the day, it was great. I can't. It's just gone. So we're going live. We're going to catch up for a minute, right? I'll see if I get that divine spark that I need in order to remember the story or remember the thought. It's just totally, it's inexplicable. Anyway, I see you guys are chatting a little bit. That's nice. KK. Yeah. So have we spoke since the Democrats did their, their debate, which was really, really clanky and bad. I watched it. It makes me upset when they brag about how big the ratings were for the Democrat debate. And I'm thinking, yeah, because everybody wants to see how bad these people are that you're going to run against Trump. And you know what? They didn't disappoint. They sucked. They all sucked. People I would have liked to have heard more from. Andrew Yang got his mic cut off. Because even though I think Trump will win 2020, no problem. I would like to see the Democrats salvage something of a reputation and put a true Democrat up. I could at least respect them if they put Andrew Yang up, or maybe the verdict's not out, but maybe like a Tulsi Gabbard. Everybody else is just a talking head. They're just absolute talking heads, full of shit. And being that you are a part of the Great Awakening like I am, it's very difficult to watch these people. And that's why I say Andrew Yang and maybe Tulsi Gabbard, because they just might be outside of the realm of the deep state. Maybe. Who knows? But I'd rather listen to either one of those than Kamala Harris, Liz Warren, Pocahontas. Pocahontas, folks. Pocahontas. Are you an American citizen? Wrong. Wrong. Pocahontas, wrong. She's wrong. Bernie Sanders. People will die. All kinds of people will die. Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe. Joe doesn't even want to be up there. That's clear. De Blasio. Everybody shits on the guy. I don't know. I mean, apparently New York is doing bad under the Democrat leadership. Imagine that. So is California. Imagine that. So is Illinois. Imagine that. Florida's doing all right, and so is Texas. But if the vote actually goes to the popular vote, you guys, where that determines where all the electoral votes go based on the popular vote, we don't want that. That means that New York, Illinois, Florida, Texas, and California will make every major decision for us for the rest of our lives, because that's where all the population is. So anyway, happy Independence Day. There's a lot going on. We had Trump cross over the DMZ with Chairman Kim, and they walked into North Korea, first time ever. Mic drop, President Trump. Will they give him any credit? No. Are they butchering it, saying that he shouldn't be focusing on these photo ops and stuff? Yeah, that's what they're saying. But these people they're stupid. You know, they are preying on the stupid people in America that are left, and there's plenty. Believe me, there's no shortage. And when you tie in that element into these Antifa scum, which you're seeing the stories. I mean, I really would not hesitate for a second to join a rally that infiltrated into these Antifa scum and just let it go, man. These people are horrible. They kick people when they're down. They don't just, this sounds awful to say. Like, they could hit you and let you go down, and there is some dignity in not kicking a person or hitting a person when they're down. Fuck no, they don't care. All bets are off the table. They don't care. These chumps need their ass stomped, in my opinion. And I'm willfully Listen, if I got to take a couple shots in the face, but it means we stomp out these people because they're taking it to the next level on some of these people that are reporting, and it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a Republican or you're there just to watch what's going on. If you get your asshole stomped because of this, these people need to be stopped. Point blank, period. Period. Joe Biden, period. Period. They have to be stopped. These people in Portland, what's going on with these cops? I don't even know how I could sit there and wear the uniform as a cop and not take my billy club out and just start whacking people in the face. And not only that, they're taking it to the next level. These shakes that they're throwing at people have quick drying concrete in them. Fuck them. You know what? The minute that I heard that, I thought, you know what? Just beat their asses. It's not enough to throw a milkshake. Your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and damn right, it's better than your damn right. Sorry about that. But fuck them. These people need to have their asses kicked, extra ass kicked. Yeah. Yeah, that came out right, I think. These Antifa motherfuckers, I tell you what, Jesus. I can't stand them. I watch a video here and there. I watch them. And they're just like beating on some dude. These guys are in ski masks and balaclavas. And it's like, you pansy little bitches. Seriously. This is what it's coming to. It's so much horseshit, you guys. It could be coming to a neighborhood close to you in the near future. I'm hoping it doesn't, but it could. What will you do? I live in a state where you can have your conceal permit. I'm not saying that as a threat. I'm saying it as how long till one of these legally concealed people catch an egg or a cup full of hard drying cement with a milkshake, hits them in the face, and they don't pull out their fucking sidearm and just blast them in the face and say, you assaulted me. That could happen. And though I don't want it to, it honestly, when I see the rage within that side, I could honestly see it and say, man, the guy's got a fucking point. I mean, they are throwing the fastball, milkshake, hard drying concrete cement milkshake at my face. So if somebody parted their hair because of that, though I don't condone it, I would understand it because you don't just walk up and just assault somebody. You can't assault somebody. If one of these Antifa pricks got shot point blank period in the chest after one of these altercations, I would not be in the least bit fucking surprised at all. At all. Would not faze me as far as being surprised. Tragic? Yeah. That's somebody's kid. Maybe somebody's dad. But how far is this going to go before they say enough is enough? They're gonna tell cops, listen, the mere fact that they told these cops to stand down in Portland is bullshit. Because if they would just stand up and say, fuck that, you're not supposed to do that, and you guys settle down and you this and that, and they got the billy club and they're swinging it and they're saying, bitches better settle down and all this stuff. Listen, they could have their protests. They wouldn't have the physical violence. It's okay to express your voice, although they would have you believe it's not, because the only people getting their ass kicked are people that are a party of one facing 15 people that are just berating and barraging you with tons of bullshit, totally ganging up on you. I don't care how bad you are. Bruce Lee could be in the middle of that. When you got 15 people that are just fucking throwing shit at you, yeah, you might beat 3 to 6 of them's ass real good. But Ron White said it once really good. He got thrown out of a bar. The guy said, "You're out of here." And he said, "I don't think so." And then he said, "And I was wrong. They hurled me out of the bar." And he said, "I don't know how many of them it would have taken to kick my ass, but I knew how many they were going to use." And the answer to that question is as many as it took, right? They hurl. So this is how this Antifa is. I mean, if any if any city rose up and said, "Listen, we are strictly in business to make sure that these Antifa people don't beat the fuck out of independent journalists and that kind of stuff," it's got to happen in every city, apparently. I mean, I don't know where the plan's going with Q and Team Trump and all that. I suspect it's going in the right direction, but we probably have a moral obligation to address these types of things as this plan's going on. Something tells me that we will be on the side of the greater good if we witness something like this and we don't put up with it. I don't give two shits about getting an ass whooping. If I get my ass whooped, I get my ass whooped. I mean, any man who calls himself a man has had his ass whooped before. And if he doesn't, he's a punk. You got to know your boundaries, your limits. You never been socked in the face or punched in the face. I mean, all right, whatever. You're a master manipulator. You're a bullshit artist. You're a million things. If you never rolled them up and went fucking full-blown fisticuffs, I mean, at least once in your life, you got no business speaking. And that's a lot of these politicians in Washington. They got no business speaking. A lot of us have mixed it up with people over the years over logic. I just gave it away. You know what I'm saying? That with the I word. There's been a lot of people standing up and fighting for that kind of stuff. But everything's taken a turn. It's a new era. No, Laura, I'm not angry. Actually, Laura, you know what? You know me. I am angry. I'm upset with what I'm seeing. And when I say that, I'm speaking of Antifa. I'm speaking of what I'm seeing coming out of Portland. I'm seeing the cops stand down. Yeah, I'm upset about it. Like, to a point, like, I just don't want to see that anymore, to the point where I just want patriots to like unite in some way. Unite and say no more of this. I want to see it like I saw in the video where Antifa slugs a man while he's down, or a guy that's walking away from the activities and they continue to barrage him. I just want to see 15 strong come in and just beat that fucking ass. Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm tired of turning the cheek. I'm tired of seeing people that trust in the plan turning the other cheek. And I know that that's something we're supposed to do, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing people assaulted for wearing a red hat that actually says, "Make America great again. Make the country that you're living in great again. Fuck you." Boom, 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 boom. And I think a lot of people are getting upset with that shit. I hope they are. I've about had it with it, you know? So a lot going on. President Trump just finished up the G20 summit. Followed that up with a little trip to South Carolina with Chairman Moon, or is he president? I don't know what that is in South Korea, but let's just say Chairman Moon. And he put on short notice a meeting at the DMZ with Chairman Kim. And they met. And if my instincts are good, which, yeah, sometimes they're not, but I feel like in this case they might be good, maybe. Because there was no emphasis put onto this meeting outside of Trump saying, hey, if Chairman Kim's available, it'd be great to meet him at the DMZ. And I just want to shake his hand. Okay. That's how innocent that was put out there. But it was put out there. And President Trump was met by Chairman Kim with a handshake over the DMZ and then invited into North Korea. First time ever for a sitting president to actually step foot into North Korea. And none of that, I don't really think, I mean, that plays a second fiddle to what I'm saying is that whatever happened at the G20 between the discussions between Trump and China and however that's going to come out was a direct result of why Trump wanted to meet Chairman Kim at the DMZ and to step into North Korea. I think it was a signal. I think it was a sign. I think it was here we're moving into the next phase. They have all these people that are running for the Democrat presidential position, or the candidate. They have all these people that are running for it. Most of them I feel like are dirty. If they're not dirty, what the hell are they fighting for? Because they're obviously blind or deaf to what not only their party but the Republican Party. It's very important that we continue to remember that the Republican Party has lots of bad eggs in it too, as well as the Democrats, because this is not a left or a right situation. This is a good versus evil situation, right? Right? That's what we're dealing with. That's what's being exposed. That's what we're watching. This is good versus evil. And a master manipulation of chess by way of number 45 president, Donald J. Trump. I mean, none of us know how this is going to end, except to say that winning, I've said it, recently, Trump says we're going to win so much that we're going to be tired of winning. It's true. We're winning. We're winning everything. We're winning everything. If you're waiting for the mainstream television to lower their guard and say, well, we were 100% wrong about Donald Trump and there is a deep state and they're not going to do it. Fox News is your best and only hope, but really the more important part of this is online social media, using discernment, using your best judgment. It's this right here, what we're doing. But I mean, with people that are wicked smart and do tons of investigative journalism, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. There's so many that do. I mean, that's the reality, you guys, right? I mean, admit you've been lied to your whole life. I admit that. Or at least admit you've been lied to since 9/11. Admit that. And if you can't trust 9/11, what can you trust? Boy, there's a lot of evidence showing lots of things that you shouldn't trust. And it's not speculation, it's hard, cold facts. Everything from the events that happened on 9/11 through the history and the buildup of Barack Obama and his wife. There's lots. You remember Joan Rivers? You remember what she said? You remember what happened to her? Why would someone like her come out and say that so bold? And oh my God, she got murdered. She died under anesthesia. Whatever. Yeah. No, that's not what happened. What happened to Anthony Bourdain? He hung himself with a red handkerchief, a red scarf. I'm sure that really happened. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he thought long and hard about hanging himself with a red scarf. And Kate Spade, some bitch, hung herself with a red scarf too. How awkward and weird and nuanced, cutting edge, new age, right? I mean, these are things that they are trying to sell people that they're still gobbling up. Like, yeah, Anthony Bourdain hung himself with a red scarf, and then so did Kate Spade. Two of the most successful people on some level in their respected fields hung themselves with red scarves. Come on. Come on, people. What's the problem here? What's the issue? You don't get it? You don't forget taking a 40,000 foot look view over everything. How about just like a 20-foot view overlooking and saying, it's not what we're told. So many people so complacent, they don't care. So many people so complacent, they don't care. So many people so complacent, they do not care at all. They're wrapped up into their own lives. The truth that we are being told and spit out to, the things that you know and I know and we know collectively, should be the front page news of every newspaper that's ever been printed in the history of man or in the history of Zim and Zur. There. Is that better? I fixed it. I mean, this shit's crazy, right? Did I see a hi Jess? Is that enlightened Jess in the chat? I'm kind of making out. I see you, Laura Hall. I see you. I'll just assume that's enlightened Jess. Hey, Jess. I'm glad you're here. So, guys, I want to break something down, I guess. In my opinion, what's coming up in the future? What's coming up in the future? Well, in the very near future, um, I suppose that's anybody's guess, but that is enlightened Jess. I just thought, you're on vacation. I'm so happy. What a great week to be on vacation, the 4th of July, our independence. Jess, I think you may. Oh, I'm sorry, Laura Hall. What's the question? I missed it. So, Bill, what do you think is going to? So, what do I think is going to happen? Is that what you're asking me? Robert Nazawa is too kind. So, what do I think is going to happen? I guess let me think on that for a minute. Okay, what's going to happen? I mean, in the end, we're going to win. So, but I think you're asking me about what do I feel about the intricacies throughout this plan, which honest to God, who has a damn clue? I'd love to sit here and philosophically say, well, I think that. And really, honestly, I really, 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 really would love to honestly be able to do that and feel confident in it. I don't feel confident in telling you what's going to happen, other than to say that the plan is way smarter than me or anybody I know, and that I'm going to trust it because everything that's been given to us along the path has been proven. Again, as I've said, I wouldn't be at the level I'm at with the trust for the Q movement had the future events not proven the past drops of Q. I mean, Q is bona fide and certified as far as being it's legit. It's straight up legit. So, what do I think is going to happen next? Well, I think we've wrapped up our Chinese trade agreement, or very close. You know, it was very positive, whatever it's going to be. I think that the meeting with Chairman Kim Jong Un was a marker. Um, I think that President Trump crossing the DMZ into North Korea with Chairman Kim walking with him, um, I think that's a marker. And that is sending a also coded message to the deep state saying 100%, like, you guys, they don't have any, I'm not going to say false flags, but they've taken away a lot of their ammunition for be able to. I mean, that was a big deal. Trump meeting with Chairman Kim, that was a big deal, and we didn't have any kind of major false flag or anything kind of happen. So the deep state is running out of ammunition next to fall. So I think we're going to put a trade deal on the table with China. I think that Chairman Kim is going to give up something, whatever he needs to give up for people to go, wow, he really is seeking peace. However many nuclear warheads that is, I don't know. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 6. Who knows? So I think that that's going to happen as a result of Trump crossing over that borderline. And then I believe that the deep state C underscore A out of Iran are being rooted out. And Iran is the next to fall. And this isn't me like trying to tell you what I think. I've heard this, I've heard people say this. So I'm just, like I said, I'm the type of person that just takes all the information, has it all dump into my hopper, and then I spit it out. There's not really anything that I personally research outside of researching multiple outlets to confirm a truth, is what it is. So Iran and the deep state actors, it's going to fall very much like North Korea did. Iran is giving the European Union one more shot to try to convince them why they should continue on with their existing program. And the European Union in the first meeting did not give them a reason to. And so after this one falls through, because the European Union can't give them a deal, they got they got their balls pounded to the walls. They're done. They're done. They're fucking done. They are done. The deep state's done. They just don't know it yet. And so Iran will They will release themselves from the European Union, and they will seek out Donald Trump for a deal, a trade deal, a something deal. That's the next step here. Keep in mind, we're watching a movie. We've been told this. And if you'll allow math and statistics to be your North Star to guide you to say that, you know what, math and statistics, well, maybe I didn't like them in high school, but there's a purpose for them, and we're learning what it is right now. And that's to tell us that in the business of proof, math is on our side, statistics are on our side, and the deep state is exposed, not only to us, but to the world. It's all exposed, you guys. We're waiting for everybody else to wake up. The deep state, they're done. DC, full panic. I believe that. I'm not just quoting Q. I believe, knowing what I know, that deep state, that DC is upside down. It's got to be upside down. Circular firing squad. This shit's about to get real. We've been told. Trump made an announcement earlier tonight, too, and said that in the next 2 weeks, we're going to announce something. Nobody knows about it. Nobody's going to be expecting it. Listen, there's talk, and I don't buy into this conspiracy, by the way, but there's talk that he might introduce that JFK Jr. is still alive. And if he is, God bless him. If this, you know what, if they come out and say some shit like that, I'll just be like, I'm not surprised. I'll sit and watch it and I'll just be like, and amazing. But I don't buy into that kind of stuff. So if it's not JFK Jr., which I highly suspect it's not, could I be wrong? Yeah, could. But I'm not buying into that because I want to deal in reality. Okay. If JFK Jr. turns out to be alive, I will consider it an act of not reality. He will be alive for one simple reason, and it's that he made a a promise that he would eventually one day take down the people that took his father down and executed him, basically, assassinated him, that he would make it his life's goal to take these people out. Now, if this turns out that the whole Q plan and all of this ends up being JFK Jr., golf clap into the highest form, golf clap. I mean, I can't even think of a better ending to any story than to be able to come out and present JFK Jr. The good news is that whether you would buy into that or whether you don't, it doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? It doesn't matter because the outcome is the same. Trump is beating that ass of the deep state. He is beating that ass. And you're getting to watch it, and I'm getting to watch it. We're watching him beat that ass. I couldn't be prouder of the man, to tell you the truth. Wasn't a hater, wasn't a lover of Trump. Either way, I was indifferent until I heard his speeches talking about the condition America was in and his goal and what he wanted to do to get us out of it. And you know what? Everything that he said resonated. It didn't matter that he was a billionaire. It didn't matter. None of it mattered. When he said that he had to get along with both sides of the political parties, whether Republican or Democrat, I got it. The dude's a businessman. He's protecting himself. But they poison all of his talking points. They don't care. And what's sad or what's scary to me about that is that I worry about the people in our country that believe the mainstream television. And how many of them are going to go out and vote? How many of these 18-year-olds plus are going to go out because they think their college is getting paid for? I worry about the absolute ridiculous, stupid people and ignorant people. They're going to go out and just vote in hordes just because they think that they're going to get free health care or free college. That's the only card left to play for the Democrats to say, we'll give you all your shit free. All of it. You can have all your shit free. All of it. And we'll write off 95% of all you people that got student debt. And there's going to be chocolate milk in the school. Back to what I was saying the other night, right? Every promise, everything. They have no plan. They have no agenda. It's all been exposed. Our ways of dealing with the old deep state are over. If you're awake, you'll never go back to sleep. It's impossible. You can't go back to sleep knowing what you know. And you should know that the majority of all of this awakening revolves around human smuggling, child trafficking, what they're doing with kids, the whole NXIVM cult, all of it. That's what's going to open the door. See, I believe if God has his own decision in all of this and we didn't have free will, he'd go, fuck them humans. They bought into a bunch of bullshit. They listen to this stuff on television. They listen to this and this. They don't pray to me. They don't ask for discernment. They don't ask for any guidance, no wisdom. They don't ask for any of it. And despite ourselves for being so dumb to not go down that route, is that God said, you know what? I got to intervene because you know what? These sick son of a bitches are taking out my children. Not adults like you or me. We die every day, whatever. We're so stupid. We do the dumbest shit. Most of us don't deserve to be alive. Present party included. I've done so much dumb. Anyway, it's not about me and my stories of being dumb, but it was about the kid. It's about the children. It's about them taking them out of the womb in the third trimester. And beyond that, it's about all of that. It's about all of that. All right. Clearly getting very deep. I should take a break. What's going on? Thanks, Laura. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's a good idea, Laura. Who doesn't love Kahlua? I love Kahlua. I love Kahlua. You love Kahlua. We all love Kahlua. It's a fantastic and phenomenal drink. It's something wonderful with coffee. You can drink it by itself. You can put it on the rocks. Kahlua is good. You know, I'm missing Brian Rosenberg because I don't get to do the voice anymore. He's not coming around. I'm a little bummed. Well, Laura, you should know that the key to a good marriage is to hide all the shit that incriminates you. So you're doing it right, sister. I've kept Shawnee in the dark for 26 years. That woman knows me better than I know myself. Let me tell you that. She looks at me sometimes and goes, "You're about to pull some shit." And I'll be like, I'm like making a sandwich. I'm like, what? That woman's intuition, you know. I'm half joking, but the intuition part is there. think she's been slow feeding me how much she knows about me because she like I can get away with nothing no more, and I'm not even trying to get away with shit. It's just like she just knows. Yeah, she is KK. She is. She is. She sure. Should I die someday? Her next husband, I feel very sorry for that guy. That guy's gonna have it hard because yeah, he will pull nothing over her, and that comes out wrong. I'm not trying to pull something over her. I'm just saying that I'm just saying. No, I have to delete this video, but I told you I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to let it play. I'll let it play. Yeah. So what's up? How long have we been on? Wow. Man, I've been talking a lot. 46 minutes. Wow. Well, apparently I had a lot on my mind and I got it off my mind. So, yeah. She's off this entire week, by the way. So, she's got to deal with me for the next 7 days. This poor woman. Keep talking. Keep going. Okay. All right. So what else do I want to say? I don't know. So we're coming into the 4th of July. What could that mean moving forward? What could that mean? Well, Bill 8 months ago would have said, Q drops are here. We're moving forward. The 4th of July, Q's going to come out with a big bomb. We're going to get it. We're going to ride this through. We're going to see people arrested. And today I say, I think the 4th of July is going to be awesome. It will be. But what's it mean? You know what this means? Until we actually see people arrested and perp walked, it's beautiful in that they're putting it in front of us. Remember one thing. Q said, you have everything. We have everything. All the Q drops have told us everything. That's why there's nothing new. That's why going forward, the Q drops will be to guide, to steer, to this, to that. There's not going to be any revolutionary Q drops. Q has told us that they rape, kill, they rape children, they kill women, they traffic people, they this, they that. Every deep, dark secret outside of maybe what Hillary has done on the video has been revealed. And with that being said, I listen, what Hillary's done has been revealed. We've all heard it. None of us has seen it. Is it proof? No. Is it hearsay? Yeah. But have there been like 4 or 6 cops within the New York City Police Department that have committed suicide in the last, seriously, 4 weeks or 6 weeks? Doesn't really matter. That's a big ass amount of cops that are killing themselves in a short period of time, right? Right? It is. There's nothing that explains that away. I'd like to know why they weren't protected. And if they weren't protected, I'd like to know that they weren't protected because they were deep state shit and that they were just closing off mouths that could talk. I could respect that. I could understand that. I mean, fuck them. These people lived a life of their own private luxury. All of them, all these deep state fucking turds lived a life of luxury on the backs of hardworking, trying to follow the law type people like you and me and so many millions of other people. So when these people sit there and get caught and they hold their hands up and say, "Oh, forgive me," or have it, fuck you, Jerry Nadler, you fat fucking bitch. That dude just, I don't like that guy. I don't like Nadler. I've never liked him from the day that he did his questioning on Kavanaugh. And I feel the same way about Kamala Harris or Kamala or Camel Toe or whatever her name is, Harris. These people, don't never forget, these people tried to destroy a man who is not perfect, but man, anybody's got a microscope over their life and they're digging up things like your high school yearbook and all that. And they're, you know, these people, they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. They've proved it again and again. Again and again. These people are horrendous. These people are tremendous shitheads. They are. And I'm sorry, I'm starting to get my language just starting to get away from me a little bit, and that's all right. Because it is. All right. So I don't have to answer why. So there's that. But I digress. So you know who's losing the battle? Globalists. Globalists are losing the battle. They are. The globalists are losing the battle. And we're winning. Patriots winning. We're winning, folks. We're winning. We're going to win forever. We're going to win so much. We're going to win, win, win. Well, turns out he ain't wrong. We're winning. And we keep winning. We're all winning. Feels pretty damn good, to tell you the truth. Feels good to believe in something this big. I would like to see Antifa get their asshole pulled through their larynx. That would be great. I really would, because I have no respect for anything that Antifa does, how they go about business. Listen, you want to show up, you know, little West Side Story. Show your face. Go, bitches. Go. Let's go. Come on. They don't. They put on ski masks. They cover their faces up. And they act like the little soy boy bitches that they are. That's what they do. Right? I mean, that was total West Side Story for a second, right? You guys. That was West Side Story for a second. See, my goal moving forward is that I can open up more with you guys, because I feel like I'm in a clamshell, and I'm hoping that I can open up more with you. So pray for me. That's my hope. Speaking of hope, I see Brian Rosenberg. Hi, Brian. Brian Rosenberg. He's in my front yard. I gotta go do something with Brian Rosenberg. Brian, put down the hedge trimmers. Brian has my hedge. Brian. Sorry. Sorry. 100% sorry. Now I have to delete this video, but I won't because I said I wouldn't anymore. So I'll leave this up. Okay? I'm gonna have to. But where the fuck's Brian? All right. Somebody feed me something. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm gonna have to wrap it up. But I keep going if I can. I see lots of smiley faces between all you guys. You guys are talking about some shit, and I can't wait to reread the chat. And I will get to do that. Laura, how dare you, ma'am? How dare you? That's a fair question, though. It's a 46-year-old man. That's a fair question. Oh, where'd that come from? That's the first one of the night. Sorry. Ha ha, Laura's drunk. Hey, Lois, she's drunk. Sorry, that was my Peter Griffin. And it's also Ted when he says, ha, there's no way, Johnny. There's no way I sound like Peter Griffin. No way, Johnny. Oh, yeah, harder. Now, feed me some fucking Pepperidge Farms. It's probably awful. I'm sorry. Laura, I get you. I don't either. I don't. I who was I talking to? Oh, all right. You guys are feeling me. Get that feeling. I'm gonna wrap it up. Gotta wrap it up. What else am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna say? Tangents? I'm gonna go on a tangent. I don't even know what the tangelize about. There's no tangents. Keep your eyes open. Trust the plan. Watch what's going on. You guys, this is a beautiful symphony. I know we've been told we've been watching a movie. We're watching a symphony of destruction. But it's not. We are watching a total symphony of just incredibleness. Not a word, but incredibleness. We are watching it. We're witnessing it. Our sole goal or our mission is to trust the plan. Don't let good people get their ass beat. If you witness something, step in best you can. It's never good to put your nose into something that will get your own ass beat. So use precaution, but don't let, if there's an obvious injustice, put your nose in there, de-escalate it, do something. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. All these people that are trying to beat the hell out of people that wear mega hats and all that, they're going to wake up one way or another. The plan is past. What if? No, you're going to wake up. It's just a question of how and what will make you wake up. It's going to be, and we've been told 4 to 6% are completely brainwashed and will never wake up. And you know what? I've met a couple of those people. So I'm hoping I have my 4 to 6% out of my life because these people are batshit fucking crazy. And they are. They are. You could close your eyes and listen to them, and it's just mainstream television spewing out of their mouth. They don't do any research. They don't do a lick of anything. It's mainstream television or bust. And that feeds perfectly into the New World Order. That's what they wanted. That's what they counted on. That's what George Orwell's 1984 was about. It was about people conforming and them having the ability to rewrite the news, to rewrite the narrative, to rewrite the books, to take things that didn't mean, to take truths, is what I mean to say, out of mainstream life and put their own thoughts and practices into it or manipulate it. It's by the grace of God that there were patriots awake enough to realize what was going on in this country and to recruit Donald Trump as a key figure in gaining back our independence. This 4th of July is going to be monumental, my friends. Whether it's on a cable news or regular news feed or not, where we are at right now with the 4th of July coming up, we've never been closer. Patriots are in control. We've been told this. Trust the plan. We've been told this. We have a major announcement coming from the president within the next 2 weeks or maybe less. And nobody knows what it's going to be. We were told that. So we don't. But if this is how it is right now, what's it going to be in 3 years from now? I mean, is it really all crumbling? Is it all coming together? Is it really all happening in front of us right now? My answer is yes. Yes, it is. It's happening. I don't care if I sound crazy. It's fucking happening. It's going on right now. Some people will stop and smell the roses, and some people will just go forward and go, whatever. But if you're awake and you know what truth is, you know that that meeting with Emperor Xi Jinping from China and the subsequent follow-up meeting with Chairman Kim at the DMZ, those were messages. That was a sign. There was no other reason to meet Chairman Kim other than to send a message and send a signal. Absolutely none. And the signal was sent. This is all boiling up. I know I've said it 1,000 fucking times. I'm sorry. I'm a creature of habit. And I'm just going to repeat myself because I'm a creature of habit. And I'll repeat myself. But this is all coming up, you guys. You know, I get laughed at, probably. You get laughed at, maybe. I don't know. There's a beautiful club in being awake. Like really being awake. But the beauty of being awake right now is knowing that you have legit truth and a president that fights for you on your side. It's like everything that we know to be true is backed up by our president. And how good is that? How good is that? I think it's pretty good. I think it's great. So, all right. It's an hour and 4 minutes. I don't want to do this anymore. Not tonight. I don't want to do it no more. So, I love you all. I do. I think so too, Jess. I do. Go ahead, Laura. Go ahead. I'm only stopping because I don't know what else to say. So ask your question, please. Laura must be working on her question. I'm waiting for it. That's all right. I'm going to answer her question and maybe a follow up, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But you guys, we are truly on the precipice of what's next in this plan. I think a real testimony to the Q plan is that we went 31 days without hearing from Q and nobody lost their shit. And the reason is that we, as the digital army following Q, we are the digital army. We've been following this, and so we've been prepped that when Q took a break, President Trump didn't waste any time at all. Jumped right in as he was doing, took the tweets and tied in many things from the Q drops in with his tweets to let us know that you are being addressed by Q plus. So we weren't left wanting. We weren't left questioning. We were like, oh man, President is picking up right where Q left us off and now filling in the gaps. And look at all of this stuff happening. Let's look at all this stuff happening. And it was happening. So we weren't left to go, Q, where are you? We didn't need to. It was the easiest transition into President Trump. And these people just continued to just expose themselves on the biggest levels. On the biggest levels. And maybe not known immediately to the people that watch television, but in the annals of history, my friends, it will be shown that we were being fed the truth even in the lulls of Q. We've been being fed the truth. You guys, I seriously think at this point, it's just a matter of everybody waking up. And once they truly do wake up, it's not about a revolution. It is about a revolution. It's not about a bloody revolution. However, Antifa and those scum would have you believe differently. It's not. This is a war for your mind. And those with wisdom and discernment we've already cast our votes. Right? There's a fundamental way that you do things, and then there's a crazy way that you do things that are so far outside the scope, and there's no in between. And honestly, there's no moderate Republican, there's no moderate Democrat, there's no moderates. We don't know if Andrew Yang is a moderate Democrat yet. Maybe. Tulsi Gabbard, she came out of the Air Force. She's pro-military, but not military conflict. Okay, well, that poses a question. Should she get there? We'll have to ask more questions. But the reality is, I don't care because the Democrats are dumb. But they're only dumb because they're bought and they're paid for and they're shills. And you know this. You know it. It's not even a question of if. It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. They're bought and paid for. We know this. So it's a matter of time, right? Some of you are saying that's true. Yes, I believe you. Yes. So it's a matter of waiting. The reason we know what we know today has in part to do with the Democrat Party painting themselves into a corner. They didn't have to take this path, you guys. They didn't have to let this get where they were. Think about how they're riding this whole accusation and everything against the president right to the bitter end. They are taking it for all it's worth, and they are doing an okay job of dragging it out. But what's the motivation for a lot of these senators and congressmen? What's the motivation for them to continue on this and sound the alarm? The answer is nothing. They're getting their talking points. They're being told what to say, what to do. Justin Amash lives here in Grand Rapids. He knocked on that front door and asked for my vote 13 years ago or so. He was a Republican, and I gave it to him because I believed him. Now today, he's a piece of shit. He is a backstabbing traitor to the Republican Party. He's a piece of crap. 100% piece of crap. I'll tell him that if I ever see him face to face, which could easily happen. I could push the issue, but who wants to be that guy? Not me. Next on News 6, man confronts. It's like me. Big old red face, head of steam. No, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not going to be that guy. Not ever. But he's got to go. I'm just saying that. He's got to go. All right. Laura, was that good enough? Can I wrap it up? Please. I had no business going on tonight, so I'm just going to have to wrap it up regardless. So. Oy vey. All right. I love it. All right. And speaking of love, I love you guys. Continue to keep Christy Kuhn as well as everybody in your prayers. But blended, really did, and that's a beautiful thing. But hey, continue to listen. If you pray, throw everybody's first name, and God knows your heart. If you don't, everybody's this, everybody's that, everybody's handle, everybody's this and that. Just put out everything that you can in your prayers. God knows your heart, even the ones that you might miss. Because if you're part of this truth movement, you're on the right path. Let me say that. If you're part of this truth movement, if you find yourself on this side of history with President Trump, you're on the right path, you guys. 100%. You already know this. There's no question. There's no question at all. And it feels good, right? Damn good. There is honestly, in the realms of law, there's nothing I wouldn't do for this president if I were called to do it. On the right side of law, there's nothing I wouldn't do. And I mean that as a confidence to President Trump. I believe him. I believe the guy. All right. So that's it. I hope you had fun tonight. Thanks for coming and chilling and hanging out. I enjoyed it. Thanks for letting me blow off some steam. You guys are awesome as usual. You guys are awesome. And I will see you soon, maybe. Perhaps. If I don't talk to you before the 4th, everybody have a very happy and safe 4th of July. Keep your eyes open on the mainstream television news. Sounds like there could be something popping, at least on the Republican side. But celebrate what our forefathers celebrated, which was our Independence Day. So solid and stay cool. I'll see you soon. God bless. Have a great night.